So here's the final iteration of my waste oil burning furnace. The furnace chamber is made from an old hot water heater that I sectioned into 3 pieces and then lined with refractory cement. And then I've used the lifting apparatus from Dave Gingery's How to Build a Crucible Furnace book. I had to scale it up a little bit. My furnace chamber is a little bit bigger than Dave's. I used the blower plans from Dave's book, but I added my own version of the air intake control valve that I built out of old lamp parts. The furnace is started on propane, and here is the burner assembly. The propane fitting just opens into the barrel, and then the waste oil fitting, there's a 90-degree bend, and that tube delivers waste oil right to the end of that lower tube. It's made out of 2-inch black iron pipe. The furnace is running right now on propane. I'm preheating it just prior to starting the waste oil feed. The waste oil is held in this old 40-gallon propane tank, 40-pound propane tank, and there's a small Coleman stove underneath to preheat. Right now it's filled with peanut oil, which basically looked like Crisco when I moved it out of the garage this morning, so it really needed to be heated up to be liquid. So I'm going to set the camera up and see if I can switch over to peanut oil now. Oh yes, and not to forget, because a lot of the time I work at night, I made a lamp post welded onto the side of the tank, and it retracts so I can roll the whole thing into the garage. Let's do some. So the furnace is hot now, and I'm going to load the crucible with some chunks of metal and put it into the furnace and do a melt. The furnace is hot now, so it's a fairly simple matter to just turn on the blower and feed it some fuel. Once it's heated up and stable, I'm going to start adding some peanut oil. Give it a little more air. Looks like a good mixture. Let's take a look at what's happening inside. That's melting nicely. Okay. Nice and molten. We're going to try a pour. that's ugly looking.
Here I'm cleaning the dross off the top of the pool of molten metal. This is all the bits of paint and crap and dirt that was stuck to the aluminum. All floats to the top, so I'm scraping it off and discarding it.
Shiny, shiny metal. Okay, now these molds have not been preheated, so I'm going to be extra careful. Alrighty, let's see what happens.
Definitely took some technique to get this right. The aluminum it's interesting. It's no thicker than water, but it has a much higher surface tension. So pouring is a little bit non-intuitive. It took me a couple of tries before I really got the feel for it.
Crud in the bottom too.
So after about 2 hours, 3 gallons of peanut oil, and 2 alloy wheels, we end up with about 40 pounds of high-grade aluminum alloy. This is Jake von Slatt. See you next time.